Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine Bresser, and I guess I'm waiting to see if this is really happening. Okay, it looks like I might be live now. Um, I am trying out my presentation that I'm doing in 2 days for the Global Mindset Summit. And I've never done this through my computer. It's a little different, but I'm just going to stare at the camera and hopefully it's working all right. So again, if you're just joining me, I am Kat Bresser. Gonna see. Okay, hello. It looks like Daryl might have joined. Anyway, this is going to be an experience. That's why it's a practice run. So I'm Kat Bresser. I'm an intuitive life coach, and this presentation is called Clear Your Fear. And it is meant to be interactive, but it's only 30 minutes. And so I don't know how interactive I can make it given, oh, thank you, Daryl, given how short this is. So anyway, we'll just see what happens. I'm just going to roll with it. So in this unprecedented time, people are carrying around tons of fear. Frankly, I know I am. I'm clearing fear all the time. And fear can show up in a lot of different ways. It isn't just about being scared or terrified or worried or anxious. It can also show up in trying to control your environment or the people around you. It can make you feel clumsy or foggy, like total brain fog. It can make you feel ungrounded. You can become accident prone. It can also make you feel kind of reckless, putting yourself in scary situations or dangerous situations. It might even make you feel a little manic, kind of out of control. It might make you feel disappointed or hopeless or sad. It might make you feel depressed. It just goes on and on. You might feel like a victim, especially these days, like a victim of circumstance, a victim of, some other country trying to wreak havoc on the world, a victim of global chemical warfare, whatever you feel. You might be blaming China, you might be blaming the government, you might be blaming the medical organization. So you might feel like a martyr. There's so many ways that fear can show up. It's not just the standard ways. Another way fear can show up is with inflexibility. And this can express itself in your point of view and also physically in your body. So, speaking of the body, fear resides in the body. And the most common places it sits is in your head, neck, and shoulders. But it can be in your lower back, it can show up in your stomach with GI problems, hip issues, knee issues. Since this is interactive and it looks like Daryl, you are here, I will ask you if you are having any fear issues inside your body. Because the purpose of this call is to identify the fear, what we're feeling, where we're feeling it, and then to get it out and bring in lots of light and love instead. So if you have anything that you would like to work on, please type it in the comments and we will clear it for you to the best of our ability. So otherwise, I'll just do a general clearing for anyone who might be listening in the future. So some other areas that fear might reside in the body is in your lymph system, or it might show up in your nervous system. It might show up as sciatica. It might show up as a sore throat or issues with your voice or issues with your breathing. I know so many things are happening with people's lungs and breathing with this virus right now because it is a virus that attacks the respiratory system. So, all right. Well, moving right along. Normally I talk way too much. And now that I'm looking at a timer and realizing I only have half an hour, I'm talking way too fast. So, okay. So we're going to go ahead to the clearing. Oh, I need to write myself a note since it's just you and me, Daryl. I hope you won't mind. But I have all my things written out on, I love index cards. So, oh, okay. Quadricep on your right side. Well, your right side is where it's masculine energy and its ability to move forward. So that is interesting. We'll clear that. I mean, it doesn't mean that the pulled muscle will just simply vanish, but it does mean that it should heal hopefully a little quicker. And, anywhere you're holding back from doing what you need to do, we'll just get you moving forward again. Okay, so before we start to clear things, we need to connect to the light. And I'm going to include this slide for myself so I don't forget on the big day. All right, here we go. So in order to clear, what I like to do is make sure we're all connected to the light. And in order to do that, I would like you to be in a comfortable position where you won't be disturbed. And I would like you to uncross any body parts that are crossed, like your legs or your arms or, I don't know, your fingers or whatever it might be, so that the energy can run straight through your body. And then I'd like you to close your eyes. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth so we can get centered and focus on our body and focus on connecting to source. So one more breath. And from this place, I want you to tilt your chin up and direct your attention to 1,000 feet above your head, to where you see, feel, or imagine beautiful white light, source energy. And if you don't see it, that's fine. You can just act as if you do. There's no wrong way to connect to source energy. If you see it, it might be white light, it might be golden light, it might be blue tinged light. Whatever it is for you, I'm going to have you invite this light down into your energetic field, which extends 8 to 12 feet all around your body. And I'm going to have you fill in this field like it's a giant rain shower. So the light is just pouring down all around you. It's very gentle and soothing. Then I'm going to have you invite this light into your body through the top of your head or your crown chakra. And this is going to fire up all the synapses, all the connections in your body so that you can bring down all the love, all the divinity, all the truth, all the knowing into your body and tap into the creator being inside yourself. And then we're just going to keep pulling this light down into your head, into your eyes, into your ears. Keep bringing the light down through your mouth and into your neck. And really filling in your neck with this beautiful white light. We're going to keep bringing the light down into our shoulders and let this light flow down our arms, past our elbows, into our hands, and streaming out through our fingers. We're going to keep bringing this light down into our chest, really filling in front and back and side to side and all around our heart. Filling in, bringing so much beautiful white light in. We're going to keep bringing the light down into our stomach area, washing away all the places where we doubt and worry and struggle. We're going to keep bringing the light down into our root area, flooding it with beautiful white light, knowing that we are safe and secure in our body and in the world. We're going to keep bringing this light down into our legs, past our knees, and into our feet. And we're going to send this beautiful white light into the earth. Imagine roots growing out of the bottom of our feet, anchoring us to the earth so that we live on a stable foundation and feel secure, supported, and safe in our world. We're going to keep sending this source energy all the way down into the middle of the planet, where it's going to connect with earth energy, mother energy, loving, supportive, nurturing energy. Some people imagine it as a big molten swimming pool. Other people imagine it as a beautiful quartz crystal. Whatever you see, whatever you feel, there's no wrong answer. We're going to ask you to ask this earth energy to bounce back up through the center of the earth and into your root system and up into your feet, up into your legs. We're going to keep pulling this energy up into our stomach, into our heart. Keep pulling the energy up into our head and let it flow out of the top of our head and merge with Source. And now we're connected from above and from below. And I'm going to have us take a deep breath and pull both poles of energy through our heart center and start radiating this love and life and connection out all around us like a beautiful sunshine, 360 degrees, filling our field. And we're going to expand this light and this energy and this awareness out into our environment. The more expanded we are, the more capable we are of seeing the positive, clearing the negative, and filling our life with love. Humans are naturally in a state of expansion. So we're going to take our awareness and our expanding energies out past the room we're in, past the building we're in, out past the city we're in. We're going to keep expanding past the state we live in, past the country, out past the world. We're going to keep expanding our energies past the solar system and on out into the universe. And just intend for that, for our energies to keep expanding infinitely. There is no wrong answer. Great. I got a phone call from someone I don't want to talk to right now. I should have turned off my phone. Anyway, from this place of expansion, we are going to pull our attention back into our body. I'm so sorry about the phone call. And I'm going to intend that everyone gets what they need from this phone call, all the healing and love and support they need, and that we clear out as much fear as possible and bring in as much love and light as possible to brighten the darkness and make the negative turn to positive energy. So here we go. Now, fear resides at this time, most of the fear in our bodies resides in the first three chakras, which is the base chakra or root chakra, the sacral chakra, or the stomach area chakra, which is located just below your navel, and in the solar plexus chakra, which is located just below your lungs. So, one of the hallmarks of the root chakra, when you feel unsafe, these are some of the things that you might experience physically. We'll start with the physical things. So the root chakra is in charge of your physical body, your skeletal system, your skin, all your body parts. And so when it's out of whack, you might experience skin problems, bowel problems, bowel issues, renal system problems. You might get sick a lot. If you get sick, you might have a hard time recovering. You might take a long time to get better. You might have hemorrhoids. You might have arthritis. You might be accident prone. And you might have allergies. Some of the other things that might happen to you mentally, if you have a root chakra that's out of balance, is that you might feel extremely stressed out. You might feel confused. You might have trouble managing your life. You might be in survival mode. You might be fearful, irritable, feeling insecure. You might be feeling sluggish. And some of these are literal. Like right now, these next couple of things you might be feeling are exactly what we're going through right now. You might feel closed off from life. You might feel suspicious. You might feel uneasy. You might feel unbalanced or rigid or anxious. And so everyone right now, I would say, is experiencing severe imbalance in their first chakra. So we'll balance all those chakras together, I think. I don't know, maybe we should, I think I'll do them all together because I'll need to be able to stop, and I want to make sure I include all the chakras in the clearing. So your second chakra is the seat of your emotional body and your creativity, and it governs your sexual expression. So when you feel unsafe in your body and in the world, and your second chakra is imbalanced, you will feel emotional stress. You might feel chronic depression. You might have circulatory and lymph system problems, which would be any problems with your bodily fluids, including menstrual flow, and any problems with the associated organs. You might have fertility issues. You might have sexual issues and addiction. Some of the emotional things you might experience is moodiness or mood swings, emotional neediness, judgmentalness, feeling reactive, feeling ungrounded, feeling emotionally distant or numb. And you also might make poor food choices. You might have GI problems, gastrointestinal problems. You might have lower back pain or feel disconnected from life, from earth, from your emotions. So those are some of the feelings you might have if your second chakra is out of whack. And I would say a lot of us have that problem going on right now as well. And then for the third chakra, this is your seat of power, located just below your rib cage, below your diaphragm. And when you don't feel safe in your body and in your world, and your third chakra is imbalanced, your body might become very acidic. So you would have acid reflux. It would create high cholesterol levels, hypertension, high blood pressure, headaches, migraines, maybe even diabetes, ulcers, heart disease, hepatitis. I mean, this list is really long. There's a lot of stuff that the solar plexus governs. Rheumatoid arthritis, more bowel dysfunction, heavy sweating on the palms of your hands and the soles of your sleep. I skipped to the next thing. On the soles of your feet, or poor sleep, or irritability, as well as anxiety. Some of the emotional things you might feel with third chakra imbalance is the punched in the gut feeling, food cravings, nausea. Well, that wouldn't be emotional, but um, powerlessness, feeling like a failure, low self-esteem, feeling defensive. Let's speak better. Feeling like a victim, feeling overwhelmed, ungrounded, having energy depletion, being sleepy, lethargic, exhausted, burnt out, feeling ungrounded. And then stuff associated with sleeping, like having nightmares or insomnia or not being able to get out of bed in the morning. And it might also lead to backache and not being able to breathe deeply. So this is a long list of issues. And so I'm going to say clearing statement, and we're going to see what we can clear out now that I've named all these delightful negative energies. We want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. So let's just connect to the light real quickly. Not sure I should name all these. The reason I went through and did that right now is because I'm sort of doing this on my own. I would let the other people chime in, I think. So anyway. So anywhere and everywhere, we are having chakra imbalance in our heart, mind, soul, body, or energetic field. And it's impacting us on a basic survival level, as well as our nutrition, our mental health, and everything else. Let's clear, dissolve, upgrade, and transmute all of that easily and effortlessly and joyfully now across all timelines, places, and dimensions. Anywhere and everywhere we've allowed ourselves to fall into worry and depression and anxiety and fear over our circumstances, over our feelings of being alone, our feelings of being powerless, our feelings of being able to get trustworthy news and information. Let's clear, dissolve, and upgrade all of that across all timelines, places, and dimensions, easily and joyfully now. Anywhere and everywhere this energy is settled into our bodies, into our legs, into our hearts and first chakra, second chakra, and third chakra. Let's clear, dissolve, and upgrade all of that energy across all timelines, places, dimensions, and realities, easily and joyfully now. Anywhere and everywhere we're having difficulty moving forward, and it's expressing itself as pulled muscles in our legs, or hip problems, knee problems, bowel problems, GI problems, however it might be manifesting. Let's clear, dissolve, and upgrade all of that easily and joyfully now across all timelines, places, and dimensions. Anywhere and everywhere, people are terrified. People are projecting into the future and seeing problems down the road for a long time. People are afraid to leave their houses. People are afraid to be around other people. Let's clear, dissolve, and upgrade all of this. Let's add more light in. Anywhere and everywhere, we've allowed ourselves to be overwhelmed, be sad, be numb, be frustrated, be angry, all these feelings and emotions we've let in. A lot of these emotions, we don't know what to do with them. We're not used to sitting with them for so long. We haven't had to work with them. We haven't had to look at them. We've been able to suppress them, and now they're all up in our face. What would it take to clear and dissolve and transmute all of these into higher frequencies? Everything in the way this clear and dissolve and transmute across all timelines, places, and dimensions. Everywhere and anywhere, we are mourning the loss of the way life used to be, the way we used to be, the way we used to socialize, the way we used to live our lives. and relate to other people. Everything that this is, let's clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions, easily and joyfully now, anywhere and everywhere. All we can see is uncertainty and financial stress and disappointment and loneliness into the foreseeable future. Let's clear, dissolve, and transmute all of that across all timelines, places, and dimensions. All right, well, there's so much heavy energy here. This is a short call. And so I'm going to leave this and I'm going to add some light in, because whenever we clear out heavy emotions and energies, we don't want to just leave a vacuum. We want to add light in too. So what would it take for us to, oh my gosh, I've been playing with my notes. Sorry. What would it take for us to add in so much light and love and peace and joy that there's no room for anything else? Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions. What would it take for us to forgive those in power for making mistakes, forgive our neighbors, forgive ourselves for making mistakes, for being fearful, for being less than we want to be? Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions. What would it take to flood our systems with forgiveness for ourselves and others? So much forgiveness that it just radiates out and blankets the world. Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions. What would it take for us to allow ourselves to forgive others, forgive ourselves? We need to allow ourselves to do this. Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions. What would it take to bring in compassion, caring, kindness, courage, and truth into our heart, mind, soul, body, and energetic field, and allow these energies to come in and flood our system and crowd out any other emotions that don't belong there? Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions. What would it take to bring in clarity and purpose and grace so that we are flooded with beautiful, light-filled, love-filled emotions, filled with the grace of God, the grace of spirit, the energy of miracles? Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions. What would it take to bring in the energy of gratitude for all our frontline workers, for all our people working in essential industries and essential businesses, to bring in healing energy for all those who've been impacted with this ailment, all those who are suffering? Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, and upgrade across all timelines, places, and dimensions. What would it take to be so filled with love, joy, peace, forgiveness, compassion, caring, kindness, courage, truth, clarity, purpose, grace, healing, and gratitude that there's no room for anything else? Everything in the way of this, clear, dissolve, transmute across all timelines, places, and dimensions. And with that, I'm going to thank you for spending the half hour with me. There are places you can find me. I do have a podcast called Talking About My Evolution, which is available on anchor.fm/catbresser. I have email and Instagram and Twitter and all this, and I don't know. I don't think you can see any of that. It's probably all backwards. Let's see. Yes. Oh, is it? Hey, it's not backwards. That's awesome. Anyway, lots of places to find me. And okay, it's half an hour. I did it. Thank you so much for hanging on there, Daryl.